Hello student, in the previous revision video of the chapter 2 Political Science, the Constitution Design, we discussed who are the makers of the constitutions, how the draft was making in the Constitution Assembly. In this video we will discuss about the guiding value of the Indian constitutions and the preamble of the Indian Constitution, that is known as the introduction of the constitutions. To understand the philosophy of the constitutions, we can do this in two ways. We can understand it by reading the views of some of our major leaders on our constitutions. And it is also equally important to read what the constitution says about its own philosophy, that is known as a preamble. Mahatma Gandhi was not a member of the Constitution Assembly, but there were many members who followed his visions years ago. He also written in his magazine Young India in 1931 that he had spelled out what he wanted the constitutions to do. This dream of an India that has eliminated inequality was shared by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who played a key role in the making of the constitutions. But he had a different understanding of how inequality could be removed. He oftenly criticized by Mahatma Gandhi and his visions. In his concluding speech to the Constitution Assembly, he stated his honesty that was very clear to all. Jawaharlal Nehru, giving his famous speech to the Constituent Assembly at the stroke of the midnight of the August 15, 1947, about the Indians' constitutions that should be, and values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle and were in turn nurtured by it, formed the foundation for India's democracy. These values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. They guided all the articles of the Indian Constitutions. The Constitution begins with a short statement of its basic value. This is called a preamble to the Constitutions. And taking inspiration from American model, most countries in the contemporary world have chosen to begin their constitutions with a preamble. Our preambles. The preamble of the Constitution reads like a poem on democracy. It contains a philosophy on which the entire Constitution has been built. It provides a standard to examine and evaluate any law and action of government to find out whether it is good or bad. It is the soul of the Indian constitutions. We, the people of India, means all, without any discriminations, are involved in these constitutions. Sovereign means people have supreme right to make decisions on internal as well as external matter. Socialist means wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. Secular means citizens have complete freedom to follow any religions, means there is no official religions. Democratic, a form of government where people enjoy equal political rights and elect their rulers and hold them accountable. Republic, the head of the state is an elected person and not a hereditary position. Justice, citizens cannot be discriminated on the grounds of caste, religions, and genders. Liberty, there are no unreasonable restrictions on the citizen in what they think, how they wish to express their thought, and the way they wish to follow up their thought in action. Equality means all are equal before the law. Fraternity, all of us should behave as we are the member of the same families. Here these are adopt, enact and give to ourselves these constitutions. A constitution is mainly about embodying values into institutional arrangement. The Indian constitution is very long and detailed document. Therefore, it needs to be amended quite regularly to keep it updated. And those who crafted the Indian constitution felt that it has to be in accordance with the people's aspiration and changes in society. They made provision to incorporate changes from time to time. These changes are called constitutional amendments. The constitutions describes the institutional arrangement in a very legal language. If you read the constitution for the first time, it can be quite difficult to understand. Like any constitution, the Indian constitution laid down a procedure for choosing person to govern the country. It puts limits to what the government can do by providing some rights to the citizen that cannot be violated. And now the constitutional design is completed.